Welcome to the TSEF driving practice course at the NCM Motorsports Park in Bowling Green, Kentucky. All right, let's get started. We have a 15-mile-an-hour section here. And here we've got the sign that says road curves ahead. Just to let people know, the signs are the same kind of signs that you're going to see on the road, and it's important for new drivers in particular to get an idea of these signs, to see these signs. Important to keep the vehicle in the center of the lane. 20-mile-an-hour section here. We've got a sort of a fake merge here, but again, the signs are realistic signs, and again, it's good practice for the new drivers in particular. This is a braking area coming up here. You saw the sign there, check your mirrors before braking. Very important for the person in the passenger seat. Did they check their mirrors before they braked? It's just an idea so that they practice getting off the gas pedal to the brake pedal. And here we have a stop sign coming up. And check the mirrors before signaling. Check the mirrors always before braking. Stop signs are critical. We don't want a glance and go. When you stop, you have to understand exactly what traffic is doing, coming across the stop sign, coming to the stop sign. Is it my turn to go if it's a four-way stop? Very important to learn these things. And of course, we have to always have eyes up, scanning ahead. This section here looks very similar to like a construction zone area where you'd have a lane deviation, quite an abrupt lane deviation. It's very good for new drivers in particular to have the control of the car, to not hit any of the cones, obviously, keep the vehicle centered as possible. And of course, in construction zones, it's critical. Construction workers, unfortunately, are being hit, injured, and killed way too much these days by distracted drivers in particular. So, of course, never, ever should anyone drive distracted. Very important. This area here, we've got now the speed has changed, so make sure you know what the speed is. Passengers, check that speed to make sure it's consistent. Coming to a stop sign, again, check the mirrors before braking, check the mirrors before signaling. Very important. Here we have a right turn, and we do the stop. Perfect. Look around. Might take 3 or 4 seconds, but it's worth it to make sure there's no cars coming that you didn't quite see. A foggy morning, a dark-colored car in a nighttime condition, things like that. This area is a little interesting. We have less cones coming up ahead here, so road curves ahead. We saw the sign there. Eyes up. And here you can see the cones on the ground are basically arrows pointing to the left side of this one, to the right side of the one coming up here. And it's a little more intuitive. They have to kind of figure out, we still show the lane there, but now it's more familiar with the cones both sides. This stop ahead is very important. This kind of stop ahead comes usually, you see this when there's a bend into a stop sign, so there's no visibility of the stop sign, still late. So this stop sign that says stop ahead, it's a cautionary sign to say, hey, there is a stop coming, you just can't see it yet. Again, another stop sign. They stop, they use their eyes, they look left, they look right. We understand it's a practice area, there are no crossing vehicles, but they need to practice. This is an acceleration area. Can they get up to 25 miles an hour quickly? Especially in a parking lot, that's a good speed. Then we slow them down here in that braking area just to cover the brakes. Road curving ahead sign just went by, and here we are, eyes up, and we see this sign, very common in construction areas. Be prepared to stop. There may be a construction worker ahead, very important sign. And right here, we have a 5-mile-an-hour sign, and we're slowing down because there will be cars backed up here because we're almost at the end of the course. And as you come into this stop sign, what will happen is there'll be nobody here, but there'll be a stop sign, and the person at the next stop sign will wave you up when it's time for them to come. You come up, they'll chat with you for a bit, and then you'll carry on and go around and do the course again.